Hey, Gemini, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your December 2022 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. Today we'll dive into the collective energy of Gemini, so please do take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or even entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links, Gemini, in the description box below. All right, let's dive into your reading here. The three key themes showing up for you in the month of December. We have here career, creativity, and we also have inner child. So very powerful dynamics for you this month, because some of you may be really working hard towards career advancement. There could be a job change, a job promotion. Some of you are bringing your side hustle, your passions to life. Some of you are feeling quite inventive, quite creative. You may be even putting a creative spin on your business or your ideas. I do sense that if you have been working really hard, all work but no play, this is the month for you to let your hair down, have a little bit of fun with this inner child card showing up here for you. This is about bringing more laughter to the mix, more enthusiasm, happiness, joy, and magic to whatever area in your life feels a little bit dull or feels a little bit void. I'm sensing that some of you are finally regaining, I should say, that momentum towards creative ideas, towards your passions. This is about new ideas, imagination. Some of you are quite talented. Actually, a lot of you are very talented. And you may realize that some of you can use those skills and those talents and those gifts that you have to move in a new career direction here. This is about you discovering not only who you are, but discovering how far you can take your gifts and your skills and your talents. Shoot for the stars here, Gemini, because you have a lot of brilliant ideas. It's time to manifest them into this world. You've been working really hard, but make sure that you're bringing some playfulness and some lighthearted energy to the mix as well. Now they're giving me a name, Shannon. Shannon, that may be your name. Maybe it's someone you work with. Maybe it's a place or a pet's name. Please take it as it resonates. Okay, so what we have here, diving into the tarot, Gemini, we have the Hierophant. You may be contemplating going back to school for some of you. You may be questioning a new path. You may be saying, well, how can I take an online course, workshop, or seminar to learn more? Or how can I create my own? So I feel like you are reinventing yourself is what I feel here with this Hierophant. This is about divine guidance, but it's also about commitments. Also taking a look at your belief system. Do your beliefs match up with where you want to go? And if you have any limiting beliefs that are built on the concept maybe of lack or unworthiness or the need to accomplish something in the physical to be a success, you may want to look at some of those beliefs that you have, because they may be outdated. They may need a reboot, just like your computer. Belief systems are like the software, and sometimes we need to update that software to fully function at our best. So I do sense that a lot of you are updating your internal software system to match and align with where you are going here. Some of you are really committing to some of these beautiful ideas that you have as well. You may work with children. Some of you may feel quite young at heart here. This is also about magic, bringing more magic into your life. You knowing that you are the magician, that you can create the magic for yourself. So there's something here with magic. Now, they're giving me a book title as well, a very good book that I read a long time ago. I forget who the author is, but it's called Into the Magic Shop. Into the Magic Shop, which talks about the belief system. So either you may be reading Into the Magic Shop, or you may certainly check that out, or you may come across that. If that is for you, please take it as it resonates. A very wonderful book, especially if you are stuck in a limiting belief system into the magic shop can really change and switch up your world in a very beautiful way. I loved the book. Next we have here is Temperance. So you've waited a long time for this moment or for this idea to really grab hold of and take it to the next level. For some of you, I feel like something's been cooking behind the scenes for quite some time, but maybe it wasn't quite ready. It's almost as if you stuck something in the oven, but it took not just hours, but it took years and years and years. So whatever it is that you've been really wanting to manifest in your world, whether it's love, whether it's health, whether it's career, I feel like you've had to be patient along the way. You've had to compromise, but also you've had to kind of moderate your behaviors and your self-control here, because some of you may at times want to release something that maybe isn't finished. So we have to, it's almost as if you take a turkey out of the oven before it's done. Yes, we're excited. It smells delicious and we can't wait to eat it. But if we pull it out before it's done, it's not going to be as good. That's kind of what I'm getting here with this temperance energy, is let something come to completion here. Allow it to kind of grow and really cook. Now, I do sense that 2023 is going to be a very powerful year for you to take that turkey out of the oven symbolically and for you to enjoy the feast. Enjoy what it is that you've really been working on, slaving over, and attending to make sure that everything is in the right piece here, with the right spot. Now you have the Four of Material and the Ten of Swords. So the Four of Material says that you may have held back due to finances. For some of you, there were limiting beliefs that held you back. The what ifs, basically. So the Four of Pentacles can be at times about needing more stability, saving for something that you want or need. But sometimes we hang so close to what we know that we have a hard time loosening our grip. But I feel for you, you're finally ready to open up to whatever this beautiful new inventive idea or circumstance or rebirth that's taking place within you, but you must leave something behind here. And I feel that it's an old way of thinking or an old way of doing. If you continue to do what you've always done here, Gemini, you're going to get the same results that you've always got. It's time to reinvent yourself and move in a new direction. The Ten of Swords is about, I feel, a lot of times readers will say a painful ending, but I feel it's a graceful ending. It is about finding the silver lining, being appreciative for what you've gone through because it got you to where you are at this moment, but knowing that you don't ever want to go backwards because there are far, far better things forward than any you'll leave behind here. And that's kind of what I feel for you. So please take that as it resonates. Maybe it is a pattern that no longer serves you. It could be an unhealthy addiction, or it could be people in your life that aren't fueling you with positivity and inspiration and love. It could be a job that is wearing you down. It could be, again, an old belief system or an old commitment that you no longer have to feel tethered to. Because what do you have coming in the future? 10 of Wands here, followed by the Ace of Inspiration. You're coming really close to winding down a cycle. I feel that January and February are going to be very powerful months for you to chase your dreams. Go all in. It's almost as if you are sitting around a poker table and the pot is growing and growing and growing, and you have double aces, and there's 2 more aces on the board, and you're feeling excited, but you have to be patient. Wait for the right time to go all in. And that's kind of what I'm sensing for you here. You still have a little bit of patience here, Gemini, but you are going to hit a home run. I really love this for you. 10 of Inspiration says you've been working really hard. When this 10 of Wands shows up, sometimes we take on a lot, but I feel like there's a need to kind of release any burdens that you've been carrying, but it's only because you're excited about this new beginning. For others of you, there could be some sort of mental conflict that you've been struggling with as well when it does come to your creativity. There could have been a block in your energy. Maybe you felt burnt out or you just felt lack of motivation. If that is you, things are about to really start to move forward here in the first turn of 2023, the first quarter. The Ace of Wands is a beautiful energy about chasing your dreams, feeling inspired, feeling creative. It literally is all three of these cards wrapped up in one: career, creativity, and inner child. There's a new beginning here on the horizon for you. And I feel that it's important to see that there's a silver lining from a situation here. Perhaps you've been working in a burnt out job that you don't like, or you've been really trying to climb and advance and working long hours to finally get to where you've always wanted to be here, Gemini. So very powerful. When it does come to your career and your money, we have the award card and we have the eggs. Now, when the award card shows up, some of you may be winning money. There could be a bonus. Maybe it's a holiday bonus. For others of you, you may be paying off debt, paying off a loan, or you may be getting a payout for your effort. You may be recognized if you're looking for a new career or a new job. This also talks about advancement. You have that word showing up twice here. So advancement, professional work, and for some of you, it's fame. It could certainly be fortune and fame. If you're looking to gain some sort of recognition in your career, maybe even on a global level, I feel like you're being highly recognized this month. Some of you are gaining... they just gave me, now this may not be it, but it's almost like a Nobel Peace Award here. So some of you may be gaining an award, an achievement. Maybe it's like Employee of the Month, something of that nature as well. But I do feel awards coming your way. Maybe you are presented with an actual plaque or a piece of paper or a trophy, something of that nature. But I do feel like your hard work will pay off here in a beautiful way. Now you have the eggs card showing up. It does talk about starting over. Now I don't feel that way intuitively. Some of you certainly can. You may be switching careers. I feel like if you are starting over, because there's a new beginning coming in here, I feel like you're not starting from scratch. I feel like you're starting from wisdom, you're starting from experience, and you're actually going to climb a lot quicker this time around than you did in the past, because you've jumped a lot of hurdles in the past that you don't have to repeat this time around. You may be saving your money up for a home, for retirement, for a vehicle. I just seen a washing machine as well. Some of you may have purchased or are about to purchase a new washing machine, or it could be a dryer, but I'm seeing a tumble, so it could be either or. But this is about you adding to your nest egg. You may be in the industry of healthcare or insurance. Some of you may be looking into healthcare or insurance options as well. But this is about new opportunities, Gemini, to grow, to advance, but most importantly, to have fun. Use your creativity and your inspiration on your soul's journey, because a life that is void of inspiration and passion can be very dull and very boring and feel very uninspired. So if you are in that energy, make sure that you surround yourself with people, with books, with music, with things that inspire and uplift you. Now, when it comes to love, I love this. You have playfulness and you have attraction. So you're feeling really wonderful. You're feeling beautiful or handsome inside and out. Now, some of you may certainly be changing your appearance, but I feel that it is an inner energetic shift where people may compliment you and say, wow, Gemini, you look really great. What did you do? Did you do something with your hair? Did you lose weight? Now, whether you have or not, people are sensing that internal shift within you. And that internal shift is called confidence. And I feel that you are feeling confident in your own skin, and it is starting to show in the outer world, Gemini. Beautiful. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So staying in the moment. Some of you are highly attractive. Some of you are feeling really inspired, and you may actually connect with someone who can help you grow and bring out your creative side as well. Now we also have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. Hello, inner child. Regardless of your relationship, status, you can always add a little bit more fun to the mix. Now, for those of you that may be single, this is the perfect time to put yourself out there, have a little fun, and maybe go dancing or go to an arcade. They're actually showing me one of those rooms where you find the hidden things in the room, and I forget what they're called, but there's clues and there's puzzles that you have to solve before a certain time. An escape room. So some of you may actually be joining the family or joining a friend to do an escape room. If that resonates, or if you have one near you, you may get an invitation, or there may be a sale going on where you say, wow, I've always wanted to do that. And you may gather friends, or you may be invited to do something of that nature. But for those of you that are in a relationship as well, I feel like there's a new level of playfulness, bringing that spark back to the mix here, feeling inspired to be more playful with each other. Some of you may have been focused on your careers and you haven't had a lot of fun together. That may be something you want to incorporate more of this month. More fun. Now, messages from your soul. I love the common themes here that are showing up. When I was pulling these cards, I don't look at the cards too much. I like to go along and read intuitively, but I couldn't help but notice the theme that is running in your reading here, Gemini, and it's about bringing more fun to the mix. Playfulness, inner child. Does your life have room for more pleasure and play? In what area are you lacking pleasure right now, Gemini? Maybe in certain relationships or with work. Is it possible to shift the seriousness of life to experiencing a more creative, wild, and playful side of you? Today's soul action. What would happen if you added more play and laughter into your life? What area is lacking in this right now? Take time to play. Let go of any need to produce anything. So yes, like we said earlier, if you are focused on all work but no play, it may be time to slow down and feel inspired again. Feel like you want to have more pleasure, more play, more laughter, and more magic into your life. Very powerful. And lastly here from the soul truth, what can you burn? What can I burn? Burn it. Burn it all. The ugly lies, the pain, the shame, the criticism, the images that run through your head, the reminders of what you did wrong, and the proof that you are not enough. Burn, baby, burn. Your soul is calling. It's time for a rebirth. I love this. You are like the phoenix, Gemini, rising from the ashes, no longer attached to the past. You are free. Your wings are ready. Use them. Today's soul action. Make the choice that you will no longer let the past define you. Pick up your pen. What will your next chapter look like? Yes, this is beautiful. You have this next beautiful chapter coming in for you. Whether you want to set new goals for your 2023 year, whether one of those goals is to bring more pleasure and play into your life. I do sense that a lot of you Geminis are very hard workers, but also you're quite inspirational. You have really wonderful ideas, and it would be a shame to let those ideas not be ground into reality, not for you to act upon them, because maybe you have some beliefs that you need to upgrade in order to manifest. And what do we have here from your spiritual team from the other side? Loved ones, ancestors, pets, animals. We have here a father's love. A father's love for his son or daughter never dies. The strength gained from such love is often unquantifiable, in that it can be tapped into at any time for whatever reason, whether your father is still here or has passed. A father's love is one of the strongest bonds any of us will ever experience. Now, some of you may not have grown up with a father, or maybe you didn't get along with him, or there was a separation in this lifetime. I am sensing that there is healing. There is a sense of rising up and seeing something from a bigger picture that maybe you weren't able to see before. For others of you, you may have a father who is physically absent or has crossed over to the other side. I feel like this is his way of kind of coming through and letting you know that you are not alone, that whenever you reach out or whenever you think of him, that there is an energy exchange happening here. Also, Some of you may be receiving messages through your dreams from your spiritual team. A lot of you get your creative ideas and your messages through your dreams as well. So pay attention. You may want to start keeping a dream journal. Your subconscious, Gemini, constantly and subtly speaks through your dreams. It's just one of the many ways in which your soul and those here in the spirit world can reach out and communicate with you through signs, symbols, messages, and so much more. If you tend to be really, really busy in your life, especially when you do focus on your career and you're not allowing yourself that downtime to have fun, which I feel like you are going to this month, sometimes the only way that spirit can get our attention is through dreams or through our resting downtime if we don't have time to meditate or time to connect. So I feel like spirit's trying to get your attention if you can't hear that inner voice through your dreams. And lastly here, we have a child's love. So another card about children. Now, some of you may be finding out you're pregnant. You may find out you will be a grandmother or grandfather as well. For others of you, you're visiting with your children or your grandchildren. It says the love between a parent and child is one of the most precious and deep connections we make during our time on earth. Children start out as part of us, and from their first cries, they establish themselves as the biggest part of our hearts. I am sensing that some of you may have felt a disconnect, or there may have been some sort of a disconnect with a child. I feel that energy-wise, both of you are still kind of hanging on, but on a surface level, someone may have pulled away from you. You will come back together is what I just heard here. So please take that as it resonates. It may be that someone is going through a certain age, or someone may have moved, or maybe there was a falling out. I do sense that there will be again a coming back together. Lastly here, we have Nightingale Spirit, and it says love is all around. It's also card 41. Now, some of you may be 41. You may have a birthday that lands on the 4th or even the 1st, Gemini, or even the 5th. But I am getting that you are seeing proof this month that love exists everywhere you look. And that may be something that you've had a hard time in the past, but I feel like there's love coming in through friendships, through career, through, the grocery store, or you being out and about. You're seeing the smiles, you're seeing the kindness, you're seeing the love that humanity has for one another, especially at times when it feels like we are going downhill. You're really seeing an up level here. So I love this. Now, last but not least here, oh, beautiful. I just pulled a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle. I will read to you the Oracle message, but you receive the Blessed card. It's also card 22. And when you break that down, that is the Emperor. That is 4 energy again here for you. So the message for you, again, card 22. Some of you may have a child that is 22, I just heard. But this is about something wonderful that is unearned or even unexpected. This is a grace that is an unforeseen gift from Spirit. There are moments in life when out of the blue, it seems that everything has been orchestrated by divine intervention. You feel blessed in ways that are difficult to express. As if the Red Sea parts in front of you and events come together to banish your troubles easily and naturally. You know deep down you did not deserve any of it, or maybe you did. I feel like a lot of you do deserve your hard work because it's paying off here. But it says deep down that you don't deserve it, and yet you're here. This is one of those times. Let awe and gratitude for all your blessings guide you now. Okay, because I do feel that it's very important. A lot of you are going to get some sort of, it could be unexpected, it could be expected. I'm getting intuitively, I feel like this is something that you've been working towards here personally, but it may be unexpected, or it also could be that you don't believe that you deserve this. It could go back to the limiting beliefs here, but know, Gemini, that you absolutely do believe this. Whether this is moving towards more intimacy with a loved one, whether it is all about new developments, you're going to start to see the evidence taking place in your life that you are not just blessed, but you have a lot of love and support all around. And that's what this Nightingale Spirit says. Love is all around. You're feeling blessed. You're feeling joyous. And it's going to be a very beautiful month. All right, Gemini, I hope that resonates with you. If so, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, comment, hit that subscribe and bell button if you haven't already. Thank you so much, Gemini, for tuning in. Lots of love.